Hello, it's Kristen. Today I want to show you these three vintage small single signature journals that I've made recently for Christmas. They all have similar kinds of papers in the similar order. Of course, the book pages are not repeated. The scrapbook papers are a little bit different and stuff like that. So I'm going to go through them one by one and try to go somewhat quickly. They all have a scrapbook paper cover that is made over a 9x12 envelope, except that I had to cut it down a little bit. So these are 5.5 by 8.5. And I don't have the page number off the top of my head, but you can find that in the description box. Also, the Etsy link will be in the description box, and I will time stamp each of the journals. So if you want to skip ahead to something, you can do that. They all have a seam binding ribbon that has a wooden charm on it that says Happy Holidays. And that's just wrapped around the book. It's not attached, of course. They also have lace on the spine. And this one has a printable that says Christmas greetings with a little winter scene and poinsettia on the cover with some bells. They will have a decorated front cover. There are some tabs, some ribbon tabs that I used, and this particular one is cool because it's a vintage trim with jingle bells on it, so I actually had to sew it together before I put it on there. They will all have a pocket, such as one of these little multiple pocket things, and they'll all have a tag, a plain card, a handmade journal card, as well as this is from a paper pack, and this is a little word card or vocabulary card. There's tea-dyed papers in here, plus vintage book pages, such as this vintage Christmas cookbook. There are more pockets throughout that have various journal cards. This is a handmade envelope. Oops. And inside there's some journal card space. They also have pages from an Ideals Christmas book, and this one was really cool. It had this image that seems to be from A Christmas Carol by Charles Dickens. There's Scrooge and Tiny Tim. And I found this little quote card that is a quote from Charles Dickens. So this is the only book that happens to have that. But on the back, there's some recipes. They all have a chipboard Santa, and there's ribbon trims kind of mixed in. There will be a coffee tea-dyed doily. There's also paper from this Christmas Carol verse book. And there will be another pocket such as this this also has a handmade envelope, and inside there is a journal card. This is a little extra piece of scrapbook paper that you could use however you like. And a mini note card, or like a little notebook that you could use for shopping or whatever. There will be music paper in each one. This is the center page. This has a little medallion that I made just for that. There's the back of the music paper. The verse book, the doily. This is really cool scrapbook paper. This particular one, I made this little pocket. I don't think the other two don't have a little pocket like this, but this just has a tall, skinny journal card in there. And then there's a bunch more stuff in this pocket, including this, which is a little fold-out journal card. There's a little collaged journal card. There's another one. And this is a printable Christmas telegram. So these books, the Christmas books that I'm doing this year are all what I would consider fully decorated, although of course there's always room for the person who gets it to add their own decorations. There's gonna always be room for that. But I would call this book ready to go with plenty of decoration for the average user. And for those who like to add their own stuff, they will still have room for that as well. Okay, so that is number one. Number two is right here. Has same little wooden charm on a seam binding ribbon and lace on the spine. This particular one has a printable with another winter scene, and it says A Christmas Greeting on there. There's the decorated front cover. There's the jingle tab. And then the same kinds of things in the pocket. They're variable because they're all kind of unique to this. There's only one of each kind of thing. So the journal card or the dictionary card says something different. These little extra cards are probably going to be different. There's another different kind of playing card and another handmade tag. And of course the book pages will have different stuff on them because I only have one book. This is repeated, and the paper that I use for some of these things will be repeated, but most of it will be unique to the book. There's the Ideals magazine. There's that cookbook page. I like, this one has cranberry bread on it. And then here's the envelope with the journal card inside and the little mini notebook, doily, and the music paper. And then the last page has, or no, not quite the last page, but we're getting close to the end, has another different Christmas telegram printable, a couple of handmade journal cards, and this is the little fold-out journal card. And we're at the end where there's a couple more journal cards in there. Okay, that's number two, and here is the third one. This one has a vintage Santa on the cover. And this one, in general, has more Santas throughout, mainly because I had this paper here that had the Santa already on it. So I wanted that to be the front page. And then I decorated the inside with another Santa image there. Got the jingle tab and all these little journal cards in here. They're going to be a little bit different. The playing card here is another bird. This is from the Ideals cookbook. And this is the other vintage cookbook that has some stories in it, so that's part of a story there. And then in here, of course, we have the same kinds of little things in the handmade envelope. This is also that handmade envelope, sort of coin envelope style with the little notebook. Music paper on this one says Christy Christmas. Oh, this is the center of this one, which has this postcard image paper. And let's see, we got the doily. This is the only one that has this pocket. I had some of these little Christmas paper bag. It's like just a simple little paper bag, but I used it, made it into a pocket. So I needed a really big journal card. So I made this really tall one. It kind of sticks out of the top there. And there's some more journal cards and the little fold-out journal card. There's the handmade one. There's, let's see, that one and that one that has a book page image. And then the Christmas gram on this one looks like that. So those little printables, there's, I'm trying to remember. But if you want to, of course, you can use this as it is. You can write on the back or whatever. But you can also stick it down if you want to not have the back showing. It also just can be kept in the pocket like that. Okay. So, oh, this recipe is for cranberry stars. And there we are at the back, and there's another little library pocket with a couple of small journal cards in there. All right, so these 3 journals are, like I said, they're in my Etsy shop right now, and the link will be in the description box if you are interested. I also have 3 larger sized golden book journals, little golden book style journals, Christmas journals that I am putting in the shop. 2 of them are in the shop at the time I do this. The 3rd one I just took photographs, so hopefully it will be up by the time you see this. I'm going to do a video about those 3 as well, or maybe I'll do 3 separate videos. But I wanted to get these 3 done so you could see them. All right, so I hope you enjoyed that, and I will see you in the next one. Take care. Bye-bye.